And we welcome you to another edition of the ManjaCast. Bob Papa, Chris Bizignano, Giant Insider, newspaper podcast, part of the Believe family. The ManjaCast is brought to you by FanDuel, our good friends at FanDuel. Chris, we got a game. We're going to watch some of the game tonight with our audience. So listen, fire away with your comments, fire away with your questions. It looks like the starters for both the Commanders and the Bengals will play some in this game. So we'll see Joe Burrow. We're going to get a chance to see Jayden Daniels. I'm fired up about it.
So am I. Hey, Bob, how about the shift of philosophy in the NFL in this preseason, huh? Starters playing, coaches realizing they got to get these guys snaps. I love it, Bob. You know, like you just said, Burrow playing tonight. It looks like Jayden's going to play. Starters going to probably get around 20 snaps. Figure right around that area. Maybe some guys will play a little bit more. But hey, Pop, we talked about it weeks ago. Get these guys in the game. Get them hits. They want to play. They want to get the body going. So I love it, Pop.
Yeah, and if you're a Giants fan, I mean, and you're watching this, and obviously a lot of our core fans are Giants fans. I mean, the Giants open up against the Commanders in Week 1. And the big question surrounds these two teams have two of the biggest profile guys not participating right now. And Terry McLaurin and Trey Hendrickson for Cincinnati. Obviously, Micah Parsons for the Cowboys is the other real big name. But, the clock is ticking, my man. We're getting closer. Now, I think Trey Hendrickson could be up to speed pretty quickly. I think a veteran guy like Terry McLaurin is going to get up to speed pretty quickly. But you would think that at some point next week, they got to get this deal done.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what, Bob? They're veterans. They should get up, like you said, they should ramp up quickly. But if you're a fan of these teams, if you're Zach Taylor, you're Dan Quinn, you have to worry about those early season injuries, right, Bob? Because they just did not participate in training camp. That would be my main concern if I was a head coach of these guys, man, because they just haven't played.
Before this game
first
kicks,
off, hey, Pop, chin chin, by the way. Chin chin, by the way, my friend.
Oh, yeah, chin chin. Chin chin. I got sparkling water tonight. I was not pleased with the hotel's wine selection today. And I got to tape the Coach Dable TV shows early tomorrow morning. So I said, life's too short to drink cheap wine. So I just went with the club soda.
Well, good for you. A little change in a ManjaCast. So what's going on, my man? I mean, these two teams tonight, obviously very interesting for us. One of them, Washington. Cincinnati, I know one of your adopted teams in the AFC. I know your guy Joe Burrow is going tonight. What do you think about these two teams?
Hey, I'm looking forward to watching these teams. Like I said, I want to see these quarterbacks. I have some rooting interest because Ed McCaffrey's son Luke is a wide receiver for Washington. Our buddy Howard Cross's kid is trying to make the Bengals as an undrafted defensive tackle, so I want to see them play a little bit. And I just want to watch both of these teams and see what they're going to do. And again, you have Deebo Samuel if you're Washington, but you want the other piece to the puzzle. You want Terry McLaurin involved, and you want him ready and up to speed for opening day so that Cliff Kingsbury can kind of figure out how he wants to utilize those guys together. Because I think Deebo is going to feast off having McLaurin there. With McLaurin not there, it's a whole different set of circumstances.
Yeah, no, it's
Cincinnati. Got Troy and Joe ready to go. I love it.
Yep. And on Cincinnati's side, Bob, you want to get your best defensive player in the building, man. Like you said, it's getting late early now. And, the defense is what was the issue last year for Cincinnati. The defense was the reason why they didn't make the playoffs. And their best defensive player is Trey Hendrickson. They got to get him in there pretty fast, bud, because like you said, it's starting to get like Yogi Berra said, it's getting late early.
The thing about Trey Hendrickson is see ball, go get ball. And even though there's a new defensive coordinator, I mean, what he does is what he does. It's not like a receiver where there is literally timing that has to get that depth of route, new plays that have been added to the mix. I mean, it's not like Trey Hendrickson has to work about some really deep playbook It's like, hey, you go get the quarterback. You got him 17 and a half times last year. You got him 17 and a half times the year before. Get him 17 and a half more times this year.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a big difference. But he's such an impact guy for Cincinnati. So we'll see if they get that worked out. I'm pretty sure Al Golden, their new DC, is very, very anxious to get that done. He wants to get his top edge guy on the field. Of course, he's got the rookie, Shamir Stewart. They've added a few pieces in the offseason, but that's their boy. That's their main horse, man. They got to get him in. And, Bob, you know what? He's a pretty unsung hero, right? If you think about guys, you talk about like, hey, let's talk about sack leaders. Bob, Chris, I don't think a lot of people would think Trey Hendrickson right off the bat. I think a lot of people would be going with other names, right? But he's been one of the best guys the last few years, one of the top pass rushers the last few years.
34 sacks the last 2 years. And led the league last year. So, and he's a great guy in the locker room. But, Cincinnati, it's the way they do business, right? They don't want to guarantee much of that second year. I think he wants the second year fully guaranteed. They could talk about all this trade stuff and exploring trade options with other teams. But as I said on my Sirius show this morning in talking with Rand Carthon, a former GM and longtime personnel guy with the 49ers, it's not fantasy football. Like a team that wants to trade for him, do they even have the cap space to give him the contract that he wants? So now, first of all, do you need him? Or are you pretty good at that position? And if you do need him, how do you make it work financially? You've got to make sure that because you don't want to have what the Jets had last year with Hassan Reddick. You don't want to trade for a guy and then not have a deal done with that guy, or else you're in a big mess. And that's what the Jets had last year.
Yeah, absolutely. This time of year, to make his contract and what he wants work, it's not easy, man. We're at the end of August here. So it's going to be difficult. I still think it'll get done, Bob. I still think it'll get done, but I'm a little bit surprised that it's taken this long. It's August 18th now, second preseason game. I thought maybe it would get done before the second preseason game, but obviously I was wrong. But we'll see. And I think it will. I think it's going to get done with Terry McLaurin too. So we'll see what happens. But for Washington, like you said, Bob, Debo needs him, man. Debo is so much more effective. Look, he was so much more effective with Brandon Ayuk in San Francisco, and he'll be so much more effective with Terry McLaurin in Washington. So we'll see what happens there.
Well, we got a minute, right? The game's getting ready to start. A lot of excitement about, what's going on as far as, the Giants are concerned with Jackson Dart. A lot of our fan base is interested. The thing that has me most excited is the way the offensive line is starting to play.
Should be. Because that's been my biggest surprise for the training camp for the Giants. Their offensive line has looked really good. I tell you what, Bob. Me and you are very familiar with a guy named Josh Azuto. We talked about this on the side. Why I'm bringing this up, because of the job the Giants offensive line coach, Calm Priscillo, is doing. Some of these guys, a guy like Josh Azuto looks night and day compared to last year. Played guard against the Jets the other night. He's played tackle. Last year he was a tackle. This year, beginning of camp, most of camp he's a tackle. But it's a credit to him the way he gets a rookie. Marcus Bowe comes in here. This kid looks like a 5-year, 7-year polished veteran. Big Evan Neal. They move him over to guard, and he looks pretty damn good at guard. Okay? Was it perfect with Evan? No. But has it been pretty good with Evan Neal? Yeah. So that offensive, look, prime example the other night, Bob, right? Russell Wilson drops back. He looks left. He looks right. He's a time. Bo Collins does a deep post. Russell has time to hit him on an 80-yard play. That's what we've seen all summer, the offensive line, 2 preseason games, the offensive line given Jackson Dart, Russell Wilson, James time to throw. So that's that you can't get any more positive there for the Giants, because that has been an issue, as we all know, for a long time around here. And right now they seem to have figured that out. At least they're on a path to figuring it out for when the lights come on.
I sat with my son. I stood with my son in the corner of the end zone when the Giant receivers were running the deep ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a great video that I posted on social media to promote the game broadcast of every one of Russell Wilson's balls is perfect. Those moon balls into the, like Slayton made one over the top. Then he rolled out a little bit in pregame warmups. He kind of like sidearmed him. It was unbelievable watching him throw the deep ball. I mean, Giant fans will be excited about that. And, just watching the two quarterbacks the other night. Now I know why, even though Justin Fields was, 4-1, why Mike Tomlin couldn't wait to put him on the bench.
But saying that, as far as Russell goes, look, Bob, I'm not going to knock anybody else has been here with the Giants the last few years, but that's something that was really lacking. A deep ball like he just threw the other night. Some of the tight window throws he makes, Russell. That's something this offense really hasn't had the last few years. And that's what Russell's bringing to this team right now.
All right, so listen, this thing was born during Championship Sunday on a whim, the ManjaCast. And I like to cook for you. I like to make some things. We like to eat. We like to drink. Obviously, I'm in a hotel right now in New Jersey, so I didn't cook anything. But we're going to do this for standalone games periodically. Biz and I are going to set it up. We're going to do a live broadcast. That's why we call it the ManjaCast. We invite you to bring an adult beverage, but we want you tonight to jump in on the comments. Hey, you could be a Bengals fan. You could be a Commanders fan. You could be a fan of any team, including the Giants. And we're going to just be like guys sitting at the bar watching a game, having a couple of adult beverages, and talk some football. So, feel free to weigh in with some of your comments. Washington is going to kick off, so we're going to see Joe Burrow and company get the first crack at it. Everybody freeze. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Heck, nice little turn right there. How far ahead of you am I? Or am I behind you?
He just got tackled at a 42.
Yeah, so you're a little bit behind me.
Okay.
All right, here comes Joe Burrow. Obviously, he
Papa's guy. This is Papa's guy.
He's one of my guys. Justin Herbert's still my guy, but he's kind of fallen off a little bit. He's got to show me a little something more.
You're a little disappointed in Justin's playoff performance last year, won't you?
Yeah, well, he hasn't played well in either playoff, quite honestly. Chase Brown gets the first carry of the ball game, so they come out with a little run. I didn't realize Gary Brightwell was on Cincinnati. Did you?
Yeah, no, when I was looking at the depth chart before, I saw it. So kudos to him, man. I'm happy for him. Probably, I don't know exactly where he is on his team. If he has a shot at making his team, I'm sure he doesn't, but always a good dude, man. Always like Gary. All the starters in there, Pop.
Come on, hit Gesicki. Nope. Chase Brown. Good job by Washington defensively. They're not letting a big gain. Remember some of these names and numbers. You'll see them on opening day. That was Quan Martin that made that tackle.
Yep. Big Deron Payne is back. His sidekick no longer there. Replaced by Javon Kinlaw.
I really liked the pickup they had last year with Dorrance Armstrong.
Yeah, always liked him with Dallas. Hey, Pop, I love Frankie Louisville. I thought that was a great. He's a good player, man. Very active linebacker.
That's a catch. That's a first down. That's a catch and first down right there.
So, Bob, Joe Burrow, I mean.
Hey, that's former Giant Tanner Hudson.
Yeah. He dropped that ball, Pop.
Yep. He didn't secure it. Listen. I'm going to be honest with you. That was not a great throw. Let's answer this question. Let's answer this question here from Norin Smith or Schmidt. Before it happens, thoughts on NFL using Hawkeye, the technology.
Hey, I like it. Listen. At MetLife. Well, I like it.
Yeah, Norin, listen, I have good friends on the chain gang. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 3. Guys that have been Giants chain gangs for generations, and they still need the chains there because we have seen it not work. But hey, anything to make the game better. Now they got to figure out how to make it a little bit quicker, but I have no problems with it. All right, 4th and 3. I think Washington blitzes, brings the heat.
They're showing a 4-man look right now. They got a man press across the board. Looks like they're going to come in the linebacker here. Frankie Louvu loves the blitz. Joe Witt Jr. loves sending Frankie Louvu.
They drew him offside.
Oh, they drew him offside. Was that Frankie?
Frankie, yeah. remember Frankie in the NFC Championship game when he was fed up with tush push?
Was there something on a ref saying, "Wait, one more time and giving you the touchdown"?
I don't know. Can you really do that? Can you give a team a score?
I don't think you could, but I remember the ref saying, "One more time, we'll give them the score." I think Frankie Louvu could give a crap. You know what?
All right, you feel like this is going downfield here? Is it a take a shot area of the field?
It's a take a shot area, but I'm going to say Chase gets another carry here.
Boy, that Brown is a good hard runner. We saw him last year. I like him.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Fast, too. Where did Jonathan Allen go? Minnesota, Pop? I think he's on Minnesota. Yeah, I think Minnesota's signed.
I'm not hearing Biz all of a sudden.
Can you hear me?
Hey, we're live. We're working out the kinks. I can't hear Biz. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Biz.
Pop, can you hear me? Got me? Hold on. I'm unmuted, buddy.
All right, you got me back?
Yeah, you got me?
Still can't hear you.
Oh, I lost Papa. All right, I'm going to have to carry it here because we just lost Bob. Bob's in his hotel room, and he's probably having connection problems. So we're talking about Chase Brown as the Bengals are now on a 30. He's a nice, solid back. Washington loves to blitz those linebackers. And there's Jamal looking on a back shoulder. Joe looking to hit Jamal on a back shoulder there. We have a flag down on a play, but just, man, you see Joe Witt Jr., Washington, D.C., man, he's going to challenge these guys. Noah Ibakatagani. He grabbed the jersey there. Noah thought he was clean. He thought he had good clean man coverage. The refs thought otherwise. They got him grabbing the jersey. That's his first and goal now for Cincy on the 4. Pop, you got me back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Your feet's a little rough there. So I don't know if you saw it, but it was interference.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
And then
now a second ago, Will Harris with the coverage there. So
yeah, but this is 2 drops for Tanner Hudson, right? I think he's got to make this catch.
Ooh, that ball's in his hand. Unless Will Harris got the hand. No, that ball's in his hand. Oh, it looks like Will Harris got his left hand in there.
Maybe. Yeah. I'll give him a PBU.
Yeah, I think Will Harris got the hand there. So Joe was just saying, Pop, before you came back on. Joe Witt Jr., very aggressive man coverage against these Bengal receivers. Look at that. A little wool cap broke out by Jayden Daniels in August. The wool hat. And that really looks like football when I see that.
Is it really that cold there?
No.
Hey, we got a message here from one of our good followers.
The Big Mo.
The Big Moo.
The Big Moo.
All right, Big Moo. Been waiting for this. What's for dinner? I'm in a hotel room in New Jersey, so obviously the chef in the hotel here wasn't going to let me use the kitchen to make something. So we're going light fare tonight. Nothing.
Run.
But once I get back home, we'll start cooking again. What do you think of this Washington defense? Do you think this defense, they played so well last year, in getting to the conference championship game. Do you think they have enough pieces?
Yeah, I think they do.
As a situational guy.
We'll see what Von Miller could give them.
I got third and goal. He's short. That's a heck of a play.
Yeah.
Is that Quan Martin again?
Yes, it was. Yes, it is. Look at that, fourth and about a half a yard here, fourth and goal. There's Von. What could he give them, Bob? He still got some ball left in him or no?
I think he does for what they're going to ask him to do. That was Drew Sam. You got to press that upfield a little more, Drew. Get to the goal line. Those are the kind of things that could get you cut, right, Biz?
Yep. Those are the type of things that cost you games, too.
He broke the plane.
I think Chase is in.
Well, that's a good hard run. Yeah, he broke the plane.
Bob.
I like that hard running.
I like Chase Brown.
How about Brian Robinson evidently up for sale?
Yeah, what's that all about? I've been reading him out the last few days. I don't think he's playing. He's inactive. He's not playing tonight. Is that strictly money, Bob? Contract wise, or what's going on with him?
Yeah, I think he wants more than Kieran Williams got his deal, and James Cook got his deal. But Robinson hasn't put up the numbers that those guys have put up. So if he's asking for 12 or 13, if I'm Washington, I'm not paying him. This is the last year of his contract. So Cincinnati gets 7 on the board. It'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see who they go with here, and what they do with the running back position. I don't know if Robinson's skill set, what they want him to do. My guess is he's not necessarily the best fit in the world for this offense.
You don't think he was a pretty good fit last year?
I think he was okay, but I think Kingsbury wants. I don't know if he wants to pound guys. Robinson beat you up. I love the guy, man. I love him.
Yep. Hey, Bob, if you don't have him, you're pretty thin back there. Now you got Austin Eckler, Chris Rodriguez.
Yeah, and Eckler gets hurt a lot.
And Eckler gets hurt.
But they like Rodriguez. And there'll be a back to get, you know what? There'll be a back that they could trade for or pick up. Remember now, in the waiver claim deal, they're pretty far down.
Sure, they're 11-5 last year. 12-5. So I don't know. We'll see how that works out. I like Brian Robinson, Pop. I won't be upset if he gets traded. If it doesn't work here in Washington, because he killed the Giants last year.
Oh, well, everybody killed the Giants running the ball.
I wasn't going to go there.
No, but that's a fact.
I know it's a fact. I know.
The Monjacast keeps it real.
Keeps it real, baby. The game of Washington, he ran over them. So, hey, listen, man.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, hey, bud, we talk all the time. It's getting close, man. It's getting close to the regular season. September 4th kicks it off. You got to be pretty pumped up. Huh? I know you're a big football guy like me, man. This time of year pumps you up. This morning, you're in Jersey now for the next few days, and you've been here for the last few days. This morning felt like a little football, right? You got up. It was like 65 degrees, a little chill in the air.
Yeah, well, maybe. Maybe a
Maybe
little
what?
too. Maybe I'm not ready for that yet.
Oh, you're a Florida guy now. This little chilly. Look, I'm sure you left the hotel room this morning like this. Oh, it's cold up here. You know all that.
Oh, I was down. I was down in Seagirt, so
And
I
okay, it
didn't
wasn't a
find it
hotel.
that.
So you left. So you're down in Seagirt, and it was cold. Probably even chillier down the shore.
No, it was fine. It was very comfortable. It was very comfortable. Got to the Giants facility. They had a little walkthrough. I guess they did all the conversations via Zoom.
Yeah, we had.
I can't
Zoom
wait
today.
to watch Jayden Daniels. I can't wait to watch him.
So you see these teams, Bob, they're going to take their chances with the return, as they should. They don't want no automatic out to the 35, kick it in the end zone. So, hey, the kickoff return, it's modified, but the kickoff return is back.
How about the way this offensive line came along last year for Washington? One of the secret stories.
And now they added Laramie Tunzel.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, a little bit of a down year with Houston, but I expect him to bounce back.
I'll take him.
I'll take him.
Oh, look at this. A little end around for Debo. Welcome to the Commander.
What is Kyle Shanahan calling the plays? There it is. That's 49er jet sweep. Cliff breaks it out right off the bat. He's such a big guy, Pop. So strong. He's such a good player, man.
Austin Eckler. Well, yeah, we don't need Trey Hendrickson.
Big hole. Woo, look at that hole. There goes Austin.
I don't know if that was.
I guess they don't care about. No, that's not. That's Chris Rodriguez, I think.
Yeah, that was Chris. Yeah, that was.
That's Rodriguez, right? Hold on.
Yeah, that's Chris Rodriguez.
Yeah, man, that was a monster hole up front, Bob. Is that Andrew Wiley on the right side?
Wiley, the tight end, did a really good job of picking up his man Bates. He's a good blocking tight end.
The tight end, yeah, the old cowboy there.
Yeah, I mean, they like Rodriguez. You look at what Rodriguez did last year. He had some really nice games. So I think this could be the guy that makes Brian Robinson tradable. And they got Jeremy McNichols. They drafted a guy in the 7th round.
Hey, Bob, talk about the job Cliff did last year with Jayden in this offense.
Well, I think they never forgot the run. And you know what? Dan Quinn, one of the things that he wanted to make sure we're sound in protection. Here we go. Jayden.
And there you go. 4 plays. They're in the end zone. And that's that.
That's that. And that's that.
And Bob, listen to me,
Nothing
Bob.
we could do about it.
Right now, Zach Taylor's got the headset on. And he just watched Jayden Daniels left, right, all the time in the wall. And then he takes off. What do you think is going through Zach Taylor's head right now? Could you you-know-what, get this deal done with Trey, please?
Yeah, but Trey Hendrickson's he's a really good defensive player. Both, obviously, we know he's a pass rusher and all that other stuff. But, I mean, it's not like he would have helped on these running plays.
No, but I'm just talking about that one play where you see Jayden look left, look right, and then he takes off. Just it looks like a 4-man look. There's the rookie. So look right. All right, takes boom.
Let me ask you something. I got to see who 27 is. That's Jordan Battle. That is, if I'm the defensive coordinator, if I'm the head coach, I am absolutely livid. Did you see that half-baked effort? You got a quarterback running at you. And let's face it, is not the size of Cam Newton or Josh Allen.
No.
Did you see what was he doing? Going up as high as he went up and pushing him? You got to lower the boom on the quarterback running at you like that.
Man, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to be Jordan Battle in the film room tomorrow when I look at that play again.
I wouldn't want to be Jordan Battle on the sideline right now. Somebody's got to be chewing his ass out. That was horrible.
I would hope so.
The Big Moo has a question for us. For the first time in a while, we can't keep all of our players. Can't keep 4 quarterbacks, 4 tight ends, 4 running backs. What do we do? Sadly, DeVito is gone. Can we get anything for him? You're making an assumption that you know nothing about, Big Mo. You have no idea if DeVito's gone. There will be. I did the show this morning with Rand Carthon, and I asked him about it. There are. He believes there's going to be a lot more. Tennessee. If you look at Houston, I went through about teams. And you got me,
broke
Biz?
up, Bob. Say it. Yeah, you broke up a little bit. Say it again.
Yeah. I went. Yeah, the hotel.
Yeah, break it up.
No. 5 teams in the league. A horrible backup. Horrible.
You went through 5 teams.
All right, let me repeat that. I went through
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's horrible backup quarterback situations. Giants, along with several other teams, are able to make trade where they have glut. Because you got to remember, other teams that need a quarterback, and at the end of the day, Tommy DeVito is 3-5 with 8 touchdowns and 3 interceptions in his career. He's not chopped liver. Phil Simms believes he's a legitimate NFL quarterback. Forget about the manja and all that other stuff, and because he's from Jersey and all that stuff. Phil's like he's better than a lot of backups in the NFL. And the Giants are going to be able to – and then, there could be a team looking for a veteran quarterback, and maybe they want Jayden Daniels. I wouldn't rule DeVito out just yet.
No, we've been saying that, man. I wouldn't rule him out either. Look, New Orleans quarterback situation so far has been ugly down there. Ugly. I mean, you trying to tell me they couldn't use a Jameis Winston?
Where he played his best ball under Sean Payton, by the way.
Right. I mean, obviously, Sean's
Tennessee doesn't. Tennessee, big move. Tennessee doesn't need a third quarterback. They need a backup quarterback. Yeah, the backup quarterback knows the offense. He knows Callahan, so he will serve a purpose for the rookie. Hey, guys, take a look at the Detroit Lions. Last year, they went the entire year with Hendon Hooker as their backup, and they had to sign Teddy Bridgewater because they had no faith in him. They have a Super Bowl caliber team. You need somebody that can come in, and if you got to play for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you need someone that can at least go 2-2.
Yep. I forgot that the Bengals signed Noah Fant last week, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was a nice pickup for them.
I thought that was a nice pickup. Yep. Boy, they got a lot of weapons, huh, Pop?
They really do.
They got weapons all over the damn place. Zach tells you just call off sides. We're lined up off sides. IJ Brooks. That was a 6th-round pick. Texas Tech.
Well, I think you saw more all you needed out of Chase Brown.
Yeah.
The only thing is if you're going to be throwing it with Burrow, you want to make sure you have a guy in there that knows his pickups. Right? He did a good job picking up the pressure. Not a good throw.
How about the screen game on the Giants?
Joe's a little off so far.
Yeah, he's had a few throws he like to have back. The one to Hudson before and that little screen, yeah.
I'll tell you what, the Brooks did a nice job.
Running back, the rookie picks up
in there.
Yeah, he picked up the blitz that he kicks out. Nice job by the rookie. Hey, folks, if you can't pass pro, you're not going to be on the field. One of the biggest challenges for rookie running backs coming in there, recognizing the blitz and pass pro. Matter of fact, Turbo Miller of the Giants was talking about that couple nights ago.
What the hell is Joe doing? He just did
Fran
like a Fran Tarkington and took like a 40-yard sack.
Oh, I'm not quite sure Zach Taylor wants to see that.
No, as fluid as they looked offensively in their first preseason game, no bueno. Okay, right here. Can't throw it. Now right here. Just toss it somewhere.
Looks like he's on a parade. Look like he might have had a parade on a check down, but I don't know what he's doing here. What are you doing, Joe? The preseason. Just get rid of it. Competitive nature, Burrow, trying to make something happen, but.
All right, the Big Moo has another question.
Go ahead, Big Moo. What do you got?
Can you please explain what happens when you claim a player off waivers? Yeah, when the waiver claim is put in,
Washington plus territory. Go ahead.
When players get released, Tennessee will go first. Then the second pick goes next with Cleveland Browns, the Giants. So, yeah, what happens is when you claim that player off waivers, he goes to your active roster.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to your active roster. He goes to one of your 53 spots. And then what was the next question? Are they protected on they signed to a guaranteed contract? No. If you claim a guy off waivers, you don't claim him off waivers to put him on the practice squad. He has to go to your active roster. Your practice squad is players who do not get claimed via waivers, guys that are then free agents, and they go to your practice. You sign them to your practice squad. However, any team at any time during the course of the season can sign a player off a team's practice squad and put them on an active roster.
Right. He has to go on to 53.
So, yeah, that's how it works. So if you put a waiver claim in, when all these guys get cut, all these teams are going to put waiver claims in. I'm sure the Giants will put a waiver claim in on somebody. They have the third pick. It'll be a good player if it meets a position of need. I think they're going to look for a veteran corner somewhere.
I agree.
As part of their rotations. Because I don't know, has Nick Jones done much for you? Have Artie Burns, like any of these guys really? And Trey Hawkins is killing himself by not being able to be on the field and play.
Yeah.
Because I think Trey Hawkins did a lot of good things at the beginning of camp and in the spring. But, availability is very important.
And has Tate Banks and Cordell Flott blown him away?
No, I think they like Tate Banks. I think they see more positive in Tate Banks than maybe we do. And maybe we, meaning the media and the general public. But from what my understanding is, they're kind of happy with some of the things that he's been doing, and I think they like Flott a lot. Flott's problem is he can never stay healthy. Where's Jayden Daniels going?
Jayden's done for the night, I guess.
No, well, if he was just done for the night, he'd be done for the night. He wouldn't be running off the field
unless it's a bathroom break.
Going to the locker room.
He looked fine jogging off, so I'm sure he's all right. Yeah, maybe it's a bathroom type deal there for him.
Josh Johnson. It's like 100 years old.
They got the starting offensive line still in. Yep. Josh Johnson, what's this, his 15th team? 14 different teams. 14.
They're not going to play Mariota. They don't need to play him. Did you like what Dable did the other night?
I loved it.
When
throwing Jackson in for the one play?
For the one play, yeah. He said he wanted to keep everybody a little bit on edge, including the coaches, and he just yanked it for one play or whatever, and then back came Russell.
I love that he didn't even tell the coaches, Pop. By the way, John Bates with another good block on that last play. I love that he didn't even tell the coaches. Look at your boy Jordan battle. Woof.
Jayden Daniels is back. He must have had to go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah,
he's laughing.
That looked like a bathroom break sprint. There he is.
He's not coming back in, though.
He's done for the night. He got a series in. They scored a touchdown, and Dan says, that's it. We'll see you against the Giants in about 3 weeks. Debo's done for the night, too.
Oh, my God. this Cincinnati team. Yeah, maybe it wasn't Lou Anaromo after all.
I mean, we're seeing chunk runs. We're seeing holes that me and you, Bob, could run through. I mean,
that's bad.
That's the rookie right there. 7th round pick.
Yeah, the 7th round pick.
I mean, they're running. You could drive it. You could drive a truck. Look at Andrew Wiley. He's been pulling the first 2 series. This is the counter run Wiley again. And it just, look at up front. Look at that. I mean, John Bates is just blown. I mean, and Logan Wilson's out there for the Bengals too, man. Wow.
Yeah, it's not like the Bengals regular guys aren't out there playing. I mean,
that's Chris Paul.
Cow.
Folks, that's Chris Paul, a backup left guard. And then they got Wiley. They're pulling. I mean, there's Wiley. Boom.
Was that the 2nd round pick, Demetrius Knight, who just got completely walled off?
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
I think it was 44.
Oh, was it? Okay, I wasn't sure if that was Logan Wilson or him, but oh boy, that's a concern. I mean, that's the number one. That's the ones out there. That's a concern, man. I mean, holy crap! If you're Cincinnati right now, you have to be really concerned.
Like I said, I'd be concerned by the half-baked effort of Jordan Battle on the. You got a chance to wallop the quarterback. I don't care if it's a preseason or not. If he's going to run and he's going to try to score on you, you got to punish him.
I think the big move has a Chauncey Golston question, Pop.
Big move dominating. All right, what's the question, Biz?
Any idea why we haven't seen much from Chauncey? I gather he's talking about Chauncey Golston. Sorry to keep hitting you with questions, but I'm so pumped. Big move. Keep asking the questions, brother. You're not bothering us. Pop, you want to answer that?
I love Chauncey Golston as a pickup. Has he done much? He's a veteran guy, knows how to get himself ready. I would not be concerned about Chauncey Golston.
Big move. Chauncey's in here to stop the run. He's going to help in that department. And he's played specials the other night, too. I saw Golbs had him out there to specials.
Yeah, he made a nice play on special teams.
A nice play on specials. I have to be honest with you, Pop. I don't remember him playing specials when he was with Dallas. Could have been. I'm not sure of that, but I was keeping an eye on him the other night, and he did a pretty good job. And look, he's a guy who's going to set the edge for you, Mo. He's a guy that comes in. He's going to be the edge guy against the run. He's going to set that table. He's pretty good. That's why Joe Shane brought him in here. Basically, he'll get you 3-4 sacks, but he's there to stop the run, to help stop the run. And I like Chauncey in Dallas. I like his 4 years in Dallas. I think he'll be a nice addition for the Giants.
Noreen Schmidt, who's been with us. And again, subscribe. Tell all your friends about the ManjaCast. We like to do these live ones as the game is being played. And Noreen Schmidt asks, is the Bengal D really this bad? Yes. I mean, the reason why I say that is hey, listen, that play that Washington just ran for the touchdown, that wasn't anything exotic. That was they just pulled some people and powered their way through. Like, that's just man-on-man football. If I was a Bengals fan, I'd be concerned. I would be concerned. Look at the rookies asking for the football. I have the football. My first ever touchdown.
Jaden's over there. Jaden's over there to make sure he gets it for the kid. And there you go. When you're Jayden Daniels, you get what you want.
I mean, think about like the life experience, right? All these guys have been playing football since they were in 3rd, 4th grade, whatever it is. And who knows who's going to stick in the NFL or not. You might not even stick. So that, you may be watching saying, it's a preseason game. Why does he want the ball? It's still, it's a culmination of a life's journey.
Yep.
For these young men.
This kid, he could have been 5 years old telling his parents, I'm going to be in the NFL one day. And there's his first touchdown.
All right, Joe's staying in here.
Well, after that last series, you want to get him some more work.
I got an idea. Don't take a 40-yard sack.
Washington has some twos in there, too.
It's a nice open field tackle right there.
That's a bad block by the tight end. It's a bad block.
Tell you, Washington's done a nice job here. Just, they've tried to throw the ball into the flat a couple of times, and Washington's done a pretty nice job of covering that and making the play.
Sure. I mean, that was Percy Butler there getting off that block from the tight end.
P. Ryan's the tailback here.
He's back in Cincy.
There you go. Got something going. Gesicki's not playing.
That's the Princeton kid. I like him as a third receiver.
Yeah, he's good.
I like him.
So Bobby Wagner, he's not playing tonight.
No, Bobby's not playing tonight. He's ready to roll. Just a little in cut. In the middle of that zone.
Well, Washington's doing a better job against the run than Cincinnati is, but that's not saying much.
That's not saying much. So, Bob, how much fun is it going to be for us this year when when the regular season kicks off, and you're whipping up some meals, and we're drinking, and we're breaking it down? Looking forward to it, my man.
Yeah.
Look. We had a lot of people last year when we did the championship games.
They had 8,000 people with us live.
I mean, people absolutely loved it. Just two guys, two paisans, eating, drinking, and talking football, man.
And taking questions.
Talking football.
Boy, this is really a frustrating first quarter here for Cincinnati.
Well, Joe's a little off there, Pop. He's just slightly off in a few throws. I mean, I don't think anybody's worried about Joe Burrow, but he is slightly off. He was much better last week. Yeah, he's 4-8 tonight. Look, Bob,
not a lot of good can happen on 2nd and 20. They'll all feel better if you could just hit a big ball to Jace. Oh, boy. Kara! Oh, my God.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm just thinking about the way he was about to get slammed down. That's the injury slam down kind of deal.
Oh, boy, Joe. I got to be honest with you, Bob. If I'm Zach after this series, he's done.
Yeah. That's Dietrich Wise, who was, look at this.
The old Patriot.
Yeah. Are they going to call him for a horse collar?
Well, we got
to. No.
Let's see. Grabs the jersey. Let's see.
Well, he's got him on the side of the jersey and the back.
Whoa.
The right hand is on the shoulder pad. I don't know. That's not a horse collar.
Look, the left hand's on the horse. Yes, it is, Pop. Look at it. Look. He's pulling back.
That's B. The right hand's the one that did the big pull. He didn't yank him down from the back.
But the left hand still grabbed his shoulder, pulled it down, shoulder pad in the back. They're going to call that every time. You know that.
Thank God they didn't have that call when Lawrence Taylor was playing.
That Gary Danielson sack wouldn't have counted.
Hey, I tell you what, here's another thing we got to talk about here. This Washington defense. How about, some of this pressure is a result of the coverage.
Yep.
He's scanning. He's not seeing anybody.
Is Chase in the game, Pop?
Not now.
He's out? He's out this series? Oh, there you go. Okay, he's on the sideline. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit behind. I'm a few seconds behind you.
Yeah.
So that was funny. As soon as I asked, all of a sudden, there he is. He popped up. Yeah, well, Washington's look.
They're the worst in the. They were the worst in the NFL in block rate last year, 50%.
There's a run, yes.
Big Moo wants to know, any concern that the big three hasn't had a sack yet?
Nope.
Nah.
Not concerned at all, Big Moo.
They've gotten some decent pressure. That's fine.
What'd you think about that, Andre? What'd you think about Abdul Carter stuff there, Pop? Huh? Going viral. Abdul's pissed. He goes on social media. He's taking a shot at the Jets.
Well,
Jet fans are going after him.
As Banks said on our Believe in Giants podcast this morning, yeah, I mean, the Jets are gonna, the Jet social media team, they're gonna pop that and push it and push it and push it. But like, what about a bunch of the other plays where Carter absolutely just whipped his man? I won't worry about it. Abdul's got should not worry about anything that the Jets social media posts.
Exactly. He'll learn. I like that so many people on social media acting like that's the first time they ever saw a friggin' chip. I've seen some of the great ones get depleted on chips.
Absolutely.
It's not a big deal. Little 4th and 3.
A couple missed tackles and a first down.
Ooh, 2 missed tackles there.
Charlie Jones, the great announcer for NBC all those years.
Nice route concept. 4th round pick. 2 missed tackles. Washington's got their 2s in there now. Dan Quinn has pulled his guys for the night.
See, that wasn't a good throw either.
Yeah, like I said, he's slightly off.
I mean, that really wasn't a good throw. He threw it to the inside.
He's got to bring it on the outside so he could turn upfield. Yeah, he's slightly off, Burrow. Nice hands. They got a plus play out of it, but
a lot of cash they just showed on the sideline as far as receivers.
Were you surprised, Bob? They re-signed T. Higgins? Giving 2 receivers that type of money?
A little bit, but
yeah.
Hey, I like it. I like it for them. All right. We've had some technical issues, but this is fun with it. Everybody needs preseason. And this is a Manja cast, with the live game going on. We had to get a little bit of a rep.
We got our reps in. Are we ready, Pop? Are we ready for the regular season? Did we get enough reps in?
We might have to do one more. I mean, it's always live. I got to see what's going on here with this hotel and the Wi-Fi here, but I won't be doing the show from here that often.
No, but I'm asking you as a coach, do you feel ready? Did we get enough reps in, or do we need a few more reps this preseason?
Well, we need to do another show anyway, because we gotta share with our audience next week our trip to Antique Bar and Bakery in Hoboken.
Oh boy,
we got to do
a fantastic night.
Yeah, if you live in the New York metropolitan area and you're ever in Hoboken, go to Antique Bar and Bakery, because it is some restaurant. So we got to roll all that in on next week's show. Before we get set for the start of the season, there'll be cuts, there'll be player movement. There's going to be trades. There'll be a bunch of them coming up this weekend. In fact, in talking with Rand Carthon, he said, teams right now are talking trades. He goes, frameworks for trades are being discussed as we speak now, this week, but they're not going to execute a trade most likely, because what happens if you feel like you have a glut at a position, and God forbid in practice this week or in the last preseason game, somebody that you definitely thought was going to be on your 53 suddenly gets hurt, and then the guy that you were going to trade, now you need him.
Bob, I think a lot of teams, probably the teams you mentioned before, was just sitting back and anxiously looking at Jackson Dart's progress this summer. just to see if he does what he did, what he's doing this summer. And if you don't think that people are going to be calling Giants general manager Joe Shane about Jameis Winston after what Jackson Dart has done this summer, the way he's looked in these 2 preseason games, then I think you're living on another planet, my man. Because I don't think there's any question that Joe Shane's phone will be ringing about the availability of Jameis Winston because of the progress of Jackson Dart. I'm not saying how the Giants are going to play this. They want to keep Jameis, let Jackson continue to learn day to day. He has to get better and all that. But, man, I'll tell you what, Bob, if I'm New Orleans, I'm calling Joe. Joe, we got to talk.
If I'm Detroit, I'm calling Joe.
If I'm Detroit. But Jameis could be starting for the Saints, Pop. I don't know. If I'm Tennessee, hey, I need somebody behind my franchise quarterback. If I'm Detroit, we're 1 play away from Super Bowl dreams out the effing window because Jared just went down. I got to get a guy in here. Wait, if you got a guy like Jameis, you could keep that dream going if Jared goes down. Bob, you'd be crazy not to because of the progress of Jackson Dart and what he has done this summer.
Hey, the other thing is,
you agree with that or no?
I agree 100%. I think there's going to be a lot of movement. I think there's a couple teams that have some quarterbacks that are going to be tradable. I wouldn't be shocked if the Giants trade one of their offensive linemen if everybody stays healthy. I think that's a possibility. Listen, teams know some of these guys are going to be on the street, but again, the teams that are further down in the waiver claim line, that's a heck of a throw right there. That was a good one.
Yep.
Nice catch by Jones. Good throw by Burrow.
That was Joe Burrow, like in a tight window. That was Joe. Hey, that's the draft pick, right? Jones, yeah.
Yeah.
2 catches on his drive for the rookie. Charlie Jones. That was a tight window Joe Burrow throw right there, baby.
Big Moose says, well, we have Winston on such a cheap deal. Can't let him go. It's $4 million a year. Well, guess what? If you feel that Tommy DeVito could be your 3rd quarterback, he's cheaper than Jameis. Plus, Jameis's contract, because it's such a cheap deal, would make a team be interested in trading for him because it is a cheap deal and he's under a 2-year deal. Just throwing it out there from the business side. By the way, Big Moo, I'm in Ponte Vedra, which is a lot further north than Delray Beach. Last week we had the heating index at about 110 on certain days, even in Ponte Vedra, but it broke a little bit. But down there in Delray, it's pretty hot. But he's a good 3.5 hours south of where we are.
And you also dodged a big boy. Went up those, made a right and went up north in the Atlantic there. It's that time of year, Pop.
And just let's take we got a couple new people in here. James O'Keefe, late to the party. Would they ever think about trading Hyatt? He seems to be kind of expendable with the play of some of the other receivers. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think they'll look to trade him. And I'm not sure how deep that receivers room is. Little Jordan Humphrey, I like him. But I wouldn't even be shocked if the Giants went out and brought a veteran receiver in here, quite honestly. And then Sam S. wants to know, what do you think they could get for Winston? Yeah, you get the conditional 6th, swap 7th, something like that. That's all you're going to get.
Well, Bob, there's a certain receiver that's getting healthy, right? That's out there.
You mean Gabe Davis?
That knows Dable's system really well.
Yeah, they brought him in for a look. I don't know what his health status is, but he's still out there. Yeah, I think a lot of teams are letting this stuff kind of play itself out. Yeah. Noreen wants to know about Bo Collins.
Well, Bo Collins is playing specials. We know about the play. They like him. Bo Collins, in my opinion, has an inside track to make this 53. Well,
He's got to play well in specials. That's simple.
I was watching him the other night. They got him and they have Zach Pascal playing specials. Look, he's in that position, Bo Collins, where he has to play specials. He's at the back end of the depth chart and receiving. You have to play specials. So we'll see what happens there. Hey, Bob, I don't, like James asked about Jalen, how I think they trade him. Look, I don't, that obviously James feels they kind of give it up on Jalen, I don't get that feeling at all, Bob. I think they still like Jalen. I think they still feel that he could do a lot of good things for this team with Russell Wilson, and obviously down the road. But I haven't given up. I know I'm probably going to get killed for this, but I haven't given up on Jalen, Bob. I don't think the team's given up on Jalen. How you feel about that?
No, I don't think they've given up on him, but they want to see something. And I think because he's been out so much, I think, what he did the other night in the limited reps that he got, I think was a positive for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to have to stack it again this week in practice, and he's going to have to stack it on Thursday night and play well and have an impact. But I think they're going to keep him.
Oh, they're keeping him. I don't think he's in any danger. You keep it 6 or 7, Pop. James O'Keefe wants to know, you keep it 6, you keep it 7.
Well, it depends on what you're going to do with the returner. That's also a factor. Like if D. Williams wins one of the returning jobs, he's an extra DB. Gunner, you know what he can do. He's playing better as a receiver. Montrell Washington, he could be an extra receiver because he'll be your return guy. And then Amir Smith-Marset, he's getting a lot more turns on offense because they want to see something more out of him.
He's the primary return. He's going to be the primary return guy too.
Yeah, for kickoffs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they got a lot of tough decisions. But
that's a good thing, right, Bob?
Yeah, this is the first time in a long time that the Giants are going to actually cut players that are actually good.
It's funny, Bob. Last night yesterday on a recap of the Giant with me and Jerry on the Giant Insider podcast, we were talking just about that. Like the last 3-4 years, we could name like 43, 42 guys. Like who the hell? Like where the hell are they getting these other 9 guys to get to 53 or 10 guys or 6 guys to get to 53? This year, it's a different story. This year, it's tough cuts.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, they were getting them from other teams.
Oh, yeah. It was like, Bob, what was it? 49 to 53 or 48 to 53, Bob? They were getting it from other teams, 50 to whatever it might have been, that number. But this year, and it's a credit to Joe Shane and his staff, there's going to be a lot of difficult decisions to make.
All right, Biz. I think we wrap it up here. This was a good.
We got our reps in.
So listen, for all of you out there, we appreciate you jumping on with us. We're going to be doing this during the course of the regular season for some standalone games on certain nights. I'll be whipping up some dishes. If we have a guest on, I'll find out what their favorite meal is, and I'll make their favorite meal for them. We'll be sipping a little vino, and we encourage everybody, if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe, leave your comments. If you're listening to it when we repackage it, we love your input. We love having you part of the show. So, Biz, you got red wine. I got club soda. The ice is now melted, but you could go get the glass too. Go to the Believe shop. You want a chin Manja Cast. Here, let's lift it up a little bit. Let them see a little bit more. Let them see the glass that they can buy. Higher. There you go. Manja Cast, chin. Go to the Believe store. Pick yourself up a Manja Cast wine glass and sip wine with us when we do these shows live. So, chin, my friend.
Chin, my friend.
Boom.
Boom.
We want to thank our good